Good morning, good morning, good morning. I think my oil just ran out. Love my valor. It's so funny. Do you ever have a time when like everything starts running out at the same time? Like all my favorite oils are the bottles are becoming empty. And I think I have backup. But how are you today? Today is what? If you're catching this live, it is Thursday, November 4th. I can't believe it's November. We are um, setting the clocks back this coming up Sunday. It is fortunately very sunny out, so I'm going to catch some sun today before it starts getting darker and darker and darker. Um, so, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jill Coletti, and I am here to help women, moms, families get out of the stuck that they may feel in Groundhog Day and help to create a life that they love through different tools and rituals and things like that. Yes, Lee, good morning. How are you? And today I would like to talk a little bit about the new moon. So today is the new moon in Scorpio. And there's a new moon every month, every 28 days, right? Um, so whether you're catching this live today or within the next couple of days, we'll still be in that new moon energy. Or if you catch this at another time, first of all, you can think about the kind of stuff I'll talk about today, really at any time. But what makes it sometimes a little bit of fun is working with the moon energy. So some people may seem like, feel like it's a little bit of a woo woo kind of thing. But when you think about it, um, the water and the waves and the ocean moves along with the moon, right? A lot of stuff moves with it. It's all energy. Um, and I'm all about energy, right? So why not work with it? Most of our body's made up of water, right? And if the big oceans of water work with the moon energy, why can't we? Right? But also, it just adds a little fun, right? Let's use the energy to help us to set intentions and maybe make them a little bit stronger. And the other piece is it helps to set up some routine and some rituals and things for you that can help you in your life. So, new moon. What do we do around the new moon? You can certainly research it and look it up and see what each moon and each sign kind of stands for and means. I was actually on a really awesome goddess gathering last night with some sound healing and things that was focused on the new moon. Good morning. And it was really, really fun. And she talked a bit about Scorpio and what Scorpios are about. And, they love to die to be reborn and all sorts of stuff. So you can totally go down that rabbit hole if you'd like. I usually think about each new moon as just a really great time to um, like set intentions for the next 28 days and think about what are you looking, who are you looking to be? What are you looking to accomplish? Um, how are you looking for the next 28 days to go? Right. So you can ask yourself, good morning. Thank you so much. Blessings to you as well. So, the new moon is just a really great time to set those intentions and to really think about what do you desire in your life? What do you desire to do, be, see, experience? What do you desire to release and no longer experience, right? So what I did, obviously, I was at a goddess gathering last night and journaled and made some notes of some things that I am working towards, right? Like, there's a lot of things that you can do in the next 28 days, right? Do you desire to, build your business, to focus on something specific for your business or something specific for your family or something specific for you? Because I always say, mom's got to come first. You as a person, you have to come first so that you can shine your light on everything and everyone around you. So what is what is an intention that you're looking to set for yourself? Feel free to share if you'd like to share in the comments. Um, think about it obviously on a grand scale, right? Like, what are you looking to accomplish in the next 28 days? Or how would you like the next 28 days to go for you and your family and your work and your surroundings and all the things? I always like to say, have something always that focuses on you, your growth, your higher consciousness, right? Whether it's, focusing on your nutrition or your health or your spirituality or your connection with God, your, um, emotional health, whether you're saying you're going to focus on your language or, affirmations, excuse me, if you're focusing on your finances, whatever it is, journal that down. Take some time today to work with this energy, to set those intentions, and then think about if there's anything that you'd like to release that can help you, anything that is blocking you from reaching those intentions or those goals that you have. Is there anything that is not working towards your higher self, your greatest good that you can release? Spend some time today just in this energy. If you have time to meditate, actually, not if you have time, make some time to meditate, even if it's just for a few minutes, and just sit in that energy and ask yourself, what are you looking to do, to be? Yes, Lee, I'd like to become more in tune with my intuition, to bring my creativity to fruition, to for starting my business, become a better version of myself, staying consistent with practices of meditation. I love all of that. And journaling, she added. I love all of that. So really spend a little time. So, with your meditation, with your journaling, I want to let go of self-doubt. Yes, that's actually on my list as well. And one thing I'd love to mention, just because you have this here, is I want to let go of self-doubt. I think there's a lot of us out there that can relate to that. We question ourselves more than anybody else, right? We doubt ourselves, but we are fully worth all of our dreams and all of our desires. If we could not do it, right? And this is a really great reminder for me too. So thank you, Yesli, for sharing this. Is it comes to our mind for a reason. God, universe, your higher self puts that in your brain. You have that creativity. You have that goal and that desire and that intention to start your own business for a reason, because you can do it and you will do it. And one thing I'd love to point out that actually has helped me a lot in my journey and my healing is language. And this was one thing that my coach, Katie Boyd, years ago, helped to correct me or help me with, is the words want and need. And I feel like I've been using them a little bit more than I had been doing. You'll notice I kept saying desire, like, what do you desire? because the words want and need come from like a lack energy, like you don't have enough of it, right? Which obviously in this case, you're like, okay, I want to let go of I want to let go of self-doubt. What happens is because there's that like lack energy kind of attached to that as a want, um, it kind of brings that in. So I've replaced it with like I desire or I choose. There's a really great book about language too, the conscious language by Robert Tennyson Stevens, which is a really, really, really great book that helps us to just kind of flip some of the language and have it be more centered around um, positive um, and from an abundant mindset from God or our higher self. And and I'm not saying you're wrong. Like, yes, like obviously, like here's the thing, like that was one thing that has really helped me. So it's just something I wanted to I wanted, look at that. I want would like to share is that was one of the big things that almost like helped flip some energy from a language standpoint for me, because now I desire it because I desire to have more of it. It's not that I don't have enough, or I choose, I choose to let go of self-doubt is I have control over that because I'm choosing to do that, right? Versus I don't have enough of it, so I need or want more. I don't know. Hopefully that's helpful for someone. So I digress. Today, sit with yourself, make time to meditate, make time to connect with your higher self, with the universe, with the moon energy. Get a journal out, write it down. There's an energy to writing as well. And put your intentions and your goals and your desires out there for the next 28 days. Sit with what types of things do you desire to release? For instance, like your self-doubt. You can even say, I release self-doubt, right? Makes absolute sense. Thanks for sharing. Oh, you're welcome. What do you desire to release in order to work towards those intentions and those goals? So spend some time with that today. It's been really beneficial for me. And the big piece about journaling it out is that you can go back to that at the next new moon and look to see, how it went, right? So you don't have to remember it, because we have so many things in our brain and we're not always able to keep it in our brains, right? So when you write things down, one of the big things with journaling for me has been reflection. So for instance, I used to be very good about doing the right total brain overload. Exactly. Um, the new moon rituals of setting intentions, and then full moon rituals are for me are very focused on releasing negative energies or things that no longer serve me. Um, and the full moon specifically too, I would write everything down, right, that no longer serves. Then I would burn it to release or to transmute the energy. But I would also still write it down in my journal. And then over the months, often I would write the same things. So, and same thing with your new moon intentions, right? Sometimes you write the same things because it takes you longer than 28 days to accomplish it. Um, when you can go back and reflect on previous months, previous new moon, previous full moon in your journal, you can actually see your progression and how you've grown and how things have shifted for you. I'll never forget when I was, like for one of the rituals, I was writing stuff related to my previous, my ex-husband and our relationship. I was just looking to release some stuff and it was, I'd write the same thing on there for like, it was like months, but I was doing the work in between and I was really working on it. And I'll never forget the time that I didn't write it. And I was like, oh, right. I was like, oh my gosh, I grew. Like I have done the healing and that piece awesome is not there. Can't say it hadn't, it hasn't come up again or what have you, but the big piece about journaling is first of all, there's an energy behind it that's just a little different. And then when you are able to reflect back on it, it just shows you there's like something tangible there for you to see your healing and your growth. So it didn't really mean to dive into the journaling, but there's benefits, lots of benefits to journaling, lots of benefits to these rituals and these routines because it's helping you to focus your energy on where you desire to go and who you desire to be in your life, right? That's the first piece. You're utilizing and connecting with the energies within you and around you and in this universe, right? And then when you write it down, it's like you're putting it out there, declaring that this is happening. So there's an energy behind that. And then you have the ability to reflect back on this forever and ever, amen, right? To see your own growth and to have something, not that you have to have something tangible, but it helps. We're human. It helps us to have something tangible that we can actually look back upon and feel proud of ourselves, right? So I hope this helped you today. This is just a small piece of some of the things that I do in my own life. And, some months, certainly I haven't done this, but it is something that is a pretty regular routine for me. So I hope this helps you. Enjoy the new moon energy. I hope all of your intentions are come to fruition over the next 28 days. If you catch this at a later time, certainly at any point in your life is a great time for you to sit down and journal and set intentions. This is something that you can set upon to do every day, even. But you can do this with the new moon, or the first day of the month. People do it at different times. So I hope it helps you. Today, I'm actually surprising the women in my group and going to do some card pulls today for the new moon. I'm going to be posting that. So if you are interested in having connection with a community of amazing like-minded women, hop on into the group. If you're able to do it today, you can chime in and have a card read for you. Have you found any other gratitude practices? Yesley says, I started a gratitude journal. Woohoo! So have I found any other gratitude practice? Okay, yes. So gratitude, and I'll actually do a full-on video on this too. A couple of practices just real quick since you asked. We keep a journal out in our house, just on a table that's always out with a pen, that at any time we feel we'd like to write something for gratitude down, we will write it in there. It's kind of one of those no pressure things for us and the kids because I didn't want to add it as like a to-do, right? But it's fun to be able to have that journal and be able to reflect back on it. And then I just started, again, we did this last year on November 1st. We actually have we have a jar, the gratitude jar. We've actually had it out all year, but we hadn't really been focusing on it. We have a few in there. But from November 1st through the end of the year, we try to focus more on the gratitude. So I have like different little colored pieces of paper, and some pens out there. So when we're feeling as a family that we want to share some gratitude, we write it down and throw it in the jar. And then on New Year's Eve, we actually read through them all, which is fun. So we try to mix it up as far as, and we also try to just look at the last 24 hours and then feel that gratitude as we're writing it down. So, and I, as a mom, try to mix it up with stuff that I'm grateful for about myself, grateful for about my daughter, grateful for about my son, about our life, about our world, about other people. So I try to like mix that up, but it's really, it was really fun to do last year. And it wasn't just like a Thanksgiving thing or only for the month of November, but that's fine. You can do that too. We did it, like I said, till the end of the year. And then on New Year's Eve, it was just really fun to reflect back on that. And then I also have like in my planner, there's a gratitude space right inside my planner. So, and we always talked with when I was running my girl group, which is coming back, by the way, for those of you who are familiar with it. We always did gratitude every single time. And we would say, try to think of at least 3 things you're grateful for and have at least one of them be about you. So that we're always looking, because I feel like when we do gratitude, oftentimes we're focusing gratitude on external or other people or other things. So we always focused at least one of them, if not more, was about ourselves. That has been a really great practice to start because we don't often give ourselves any props and share our own gratitude for ourselves and what we're doing. So that's been huge. But I will actually make a note to do a gratitude live and just really focus on some different ideas that you can implement in life. I think the biggest thing is feeling it, because that's where the energy comes from, right? Trying to look at things within the last 24 hours and not necessarily these big grandiose things, but like even the little things that happen in the last 24 hours, and not focusing on like this. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my kids. Like really think about the minutia of your life and the things that you're really grateful for. And feel that, just be open-minded to it and have it be not a to-do check off list, but truly a way to connect. So those are my thoughts. Thank you so much, Leslie. You are amazing as well. I appreciate you. So I know this live went a little bit long, but that's okay because we talked about some really great things. And I hope you have a great day. I'll chat with you soon.